What's up, guys? Welcome back to Mile High Bow Hunter. Today we're going to be doing a bag breakdown of the AKEK Alpha 3200X. This was a bag that we discovered while we were at Total Archery Challenge in Colorado. Saw a lot of things that we really liked on it, a lot of features that the bag comes with that you don't typically see on other brands. So we're going to look at some of that stuff today. We reached out to Brandon. He was nice enough to get us one so we can feature it on the channel. So let's get into it. So one of the big things that they talk about with their bags is they have the quick release bow holder and rifle holder. So what happens is you have this attached either sack right here for the butt end of your gun or the cam of your bow. That sits down in there, and then you have a strap here, and then this has a magnetic latch that holds that together nice and strong. And pull on that. This will cinch it tight, and then on the other side here you have this draw cord that comes around to the front of your front strap, and when you're ready to remove whatever it is you have strapped in there, you just pull that and it quickly releases it. Obviously if this is hooked in there and you have the bag on still, you're reaching over the top and either holding your barrel of your gun or the other end of your bow there, so you don't pull that and it fall. I don't typically run my bow strapped to my pack much at all. If I'm in the field, I have it in my hand. So for me, I'll probably just be disconnecting that, which is great. You can take it off if you don't like to use them, if you don't want all this other extra stuff on your bag. These items just have all these quick releases here. So you just come in here and you can pop that off, and it's out of your way. Next thing is you have this small bag here on the front. One of the great things with that is you can leave it attached to the bag, so you have additional storage and pockets on here. Looks great on there, fits on there. You can cinch that down tight so it's not moving around. But the great thing about it, and this is probably one of the coolest features of the bag in my opinion, is you can snap it and you can start to remove this bag. Pretty normal, pretty standard to be able to detach those types of things. The thing that makes this different is now that I have this small bag, this actually converts into a small backpack that you can then carry in the field. It has the straps here on the side. And then the pockets of these straps in then convert into pockets that you can utilize to carry whatever you want. So, if you're making a stock on something, if you're just doing a quick, easy day jump, day hunt into something that you don't want to have to carry a full bag with you and you just want to carry the basics, you now have that ability. On the inside here, one of the items the bag comes with is a sack for your water bladder, or if you wanted to use it as a dry sack, anything you could. You could put this in the bag so you put your water reservoir or bladder in here. That way if it leaks, it stays in here. You don't get all your equipment wet. Inside the day bag, you have mesh pockets here and a main pocket here. And then obviously, like I said, you can utilize these side pockets if you wanted. This will also hold a water bladder as well. So the blister comes in through the top right there, and you can run your hose, then you can carry water with you as well. There's a little bit more to this small bag that you'll see we get into, and another reason I really like it. So we're going to just connect this back together and get it all stuffed back away because it'll be important. You can see how quick and easy these things just break down and get put back together. I've done it a couple times now, so obviously I'm a little faster at it, but it's honestly super simple and super easy. break that apart. So we're going to set this off to the side for now. Now on the front of the bag here, you got some front straps here to hold jackets or whatever you want to clip to the outside. If you want something heavier, you could. If you want to detach these, you can. Now these are the straps that the small backpack were connected to. So if you wanted to, you can then undo these, unroll them, give yourself some length here, pull these up, and then you can also connect these here to add additional strapping to the front. You can run this all the way to the top here as well if you want to run the center. So a lot of variations and options there as well. On the sides here, you have large pockets if you wanted to put water bottles, trekking poles, bugle tube, whatever you want in there. That has that option. On the sides, you have your standard compression straps here. So we can undo these guys. And on the side here, you have a large pocket on the side here for, either additional storage, or I think it was really designed for spotting scopes. And you have that same pocket and compression straps here on this side. Undo those. This one opens up. And same thing, a large side pocket makes it a little more ambidextrous. Let's go ahead and start getting into the bag itself. Right here in the front, you have a small front pocket for your gloves or headlamps, whatever you want, close and easy access right there. Your main pocket right here opens all the way around. Dump that off. That opens up completely. You can see where your water blister goes in right here. Got some connections to hold that and keep it supported. This opens up pretty wide here at the bottom, so if you're stuffing sleeping bags, tents, clothes, whatever you need in the bottom there. Another feature, this is an item that comes with the pack as well. Another one of those things I was saying you don't typically see with other bags, it coming with the rain fly. If you were doing a mystery ranch or something like that, you're paying another 40 to 60 bucks for that. That comes with the bag. Has a little place to strap it on there. Obviously you can move it wherever you wanted. This main pocket right here, I'm going to zip this back up and I'll show you. Right there. On the bottom right here, you have a small zipper that then gives you access from underneath here into the main pocket of the bag as well. You do also have this front pocket right here. This one drops down. This is just a smaller main pocket that has a couple different organizers in there, so you can stuff whatever small items, even if you want like granola bars, gloves, things like that in here, or things to keep separated. Great option there as well. Plenty of pockets and storage. This pack, I believe, is kind of made for a 2 to 4 day, multi-day hunt. Also, I would think it's great as just a regular day pack as well. We're gonna drop this here. Get into some of the other stuff here. When we get to the backside here, some different straps and connections here. You can see how the padding is. These unvelcro right here, so you can adjust that yoke up or down however you want to get to it. I showed a couple different variations here, how these side hip pockets, which also come with a bag. Again, you don't see this with other companies where they come with the additional accessory bags like this for the hips. These can be removed. You can change it to where it's coming around the hip itself, or you can come in through the side right there. And I'll pull one of these off here in a second so we can see how that goes. One of these has a little holder for bullets. So again, if you're doing any kind of rifle hunting, once you strip the bag down here, you can actually undo these hip belts as well and adjust them in or out, however you'd like to have it go around your waist. how much padding and how far forward you want that on you. I believe you can also remove layers of buildup in the lumbar support right here, which is also really nice. You can adjust that as you need it. To remove the hip pouch right here, undo your Velcro right there, right? You're going to lay the bag down and you're going to pull it to one side there. And this gives you an additional strap right there. I just undo that. And now I can slip that pouch off. And I can use this on other parts of the bag if I wanted. I can strap it off. You can see I still have the same clips. If I want to clip that off for additional storage, I can do that as well. I can then take this here and I can use it to strap other things. If I want to carry a pistol or something like that, bear spray, anything like that, we can hook it onto the side there. If we just want to reduce how much stuff we're carrying, same thing. Let's go ahead and break into the bag here and check out the meat shelf. So right here on the top, we have two clips. We're going to undo those. And then this bag just lifts up and off that. And then it drops down here. So you'll see you have a couple different options as far as your shelves here. You can load meat between this section and here. You have all your buckles and strap you can wrap around them. If you've ever have like your small bags where you're doing your neck meat, the back straps, anything like that, you have this secondary smaller meat shelf here that'll help keep it a little more secured for some of those smaller loose items, which I thought was really cool. But there's another function to that as well, which we're going to get into here. We're just going to clip this off. So one of the things is you can remove this whole bag from here. This disconnects. You can see you got two more clips down here. I can just go ahead and undo those. And now I can remove the whole bag, which brings us back to our smaller Daypack here. So now I can take this smaller Daypack and I can reconnect this to the pack and convert it back into a smaller Daypack that I can use without losing my meat shelf. These two come from underneath here. We're a little tangled up. This comes from above. We're just going to extend that out. Strap it down. And this one, connect it, strap it down. I should clip that first, but we'll leave it for now. So now you can see I have my smaller Daypack connected here, and I still have my pack frame with me. On the back side here, you still have section here so you can strap your shoulder straps, and you're ready to go. Again, you can take your smaller bag here, and there's ways to hook and connect it onto here. So like I said, if you wanted a little bit of additional storage, you then have that ability as well. These are all great functions, features. The fact that this is so convertible and changeable and adjustable in size is really amazing. And the fact that it comes with all these different accessories, at no additional cost to you, I think saves the consumer a ton of money. As far as adjusting for height, super easy. You have these connections right here. We'll get back into the front here and let's just go ahead and drop this so we can see that. So we're going to drop this pouch. We're going to remove this guy. And what you can see is you have this hook system right here where these then flip inside right here and pull out. And then I can undo the Velcro from this side and move that up or down and connect these into the different slots here to whatever my preferable shoulder strap height or yoke height is. So we're going to leave that as is. You can see I can also remove this from the bag if I wanted, like I said. Keep it clean, anything like that. So we're just going to pop this guy off here real quick so we can see the frame. This is where there's some additional connections here. I can undo the Velcro here, and that gives me more access to the lumbar support. Pull that up. Now this is where I can adjust my hip belts. So I can now move these in or out to whatever my preferable size is. So like I said, a lot of adjustability, a lot of functionality to these bags. I'm pretty excited to test it out this elk season and see how it holds up in the field.